And I still like to do it. I like to do it the way that Brendan Andrea always say, both hands up, everybody waving. Let's get that exercise going in because we know they coming back and they're gonna expect, hey, let's get those hands up. So Michelle is on the tennis court. So she is in her, we're gonna say her love language is a tennis ball, one of them anyway. So we're excited that she's out there doing what she loves to do. So this morning, for just a few minutes, the word of the day, I was thinking me, Michelle had done all week, which you all know, we had done thoughts, words, actions, habits, character. And I believe on yesterday, I couldn't be on, but I believe she did the word destiny. And when I was thinking and kind of praying about what the word could be and what would be a good word, it's very even interesting to me the word that came up, but we're going to have some fun with it because most people call Wednesday hump day or they call it, for midweek. So I just believe since we go our work week or our business week is Monday through Friday, Wednesday is the middle, right? So I just thought we would kind of jazz it up a little bit and put some pep in our step on this Wednesday. And the word we are using today is the word hope. HOPE, hope. And when you think of hope, a lot of times in the way, and I'm gonna give you a little example of where I want to go with the word hope. When I looked it up, but it kind of means confident and an expectation and trusting in what you would like to see. That could be something that you have a desire to have, God's promises. But at the end of the day, that expectation of something you would like to see or want to happen. Okay. So there's that hope. I hope to have a good day today. But what I thought was interesting was when we look at the word hope, have you ever been around or even used yourself? No raising hands this morning. Have you ever used the word hope like this? Well, I sure hope so. Almost like that's your last breath. I sure hope so. And we know what that means when somebody uses it that way. It's kind of like, oh, I really want this to happen. I really want this to happen. And then this is what I thought. And I run into that a lot. I could say, have a good day today. And somebody say, Cynthia, I really hope so. But if they said, Cynthia, I sure am hoping for one, you see the difference in the tone of the voice. And so, since it's the voice that's saying it that way, it has to be something going on with the thoughts first, right? In the way that that person sees it. So let's play around with this word just a little bit. Listen to this. Okay, hope in its simplest form, hope is about the future. Look at your future. Is your future bright? What is going on with your future? What are your thoughts about your future? Listen to this. There are necessary elements of hope. Having a desire for something that is valuable and the belief that it is possible to attain the thing you desire or the thing that you wish. What is your desire today? Now, the desire is that desire written down already? Is it something you look at every day? And I'm going to tell you something else about hope. Hope is what you bring to the table, even when you're not sure of it yourself. When there's an uncertainty, you're not really sure. Now, I hope this can happen. So, if there's an uncertainty there about hope, then what we want to look at and see how do we determine and how do we get that thing that we hope for to be? Now, this is what we want to do. Now, listen carefully. This is where the note taker, I usually don't use notes because by now I would have the paper off the desk or something, but I had to make sure I wanted to get this right for you. Here it is. How are we going to build this hope today? We're going to build this hope deliberately goal setting, self empowerment, and a focus on building a positive mindset are all the ways you can nurture and strengthen your sense of hope. Hope is a form of thinking that involves future oriented optimism and a persistent belief in your goals. Keyword persistent. a persistent belief in your goals. But here's the deal. If there are no goals, where's the persistent? Okay. So first, the goal must be, what are the goals? Make sure that you know, because here's the thing, the goal is yours, okay? And so that hope that you have, the best person to feed the hope is who? You. And how will we do that? What is on our mind? Right back to what we talked about earlier. What do we talk about? Those thoughts, those words, and those actions and those habits. So this is one of some things I wanted to kind of go over because and kind of listen to them, and one or two of them we're going to play with just a little bit. So we've talked about hope, that trust, that belief, hope in yourself, hope in your dreams, hope in your business. I sure do hope my business grow again. I sure do hope. Well, this is the thing. The reason we know it will, because we're doing our, here's the SOG right here, system of growth. We're doing the things that feed our hope. Isn't that awesome to know that we have a system and the ability to feed our system with our hope, with our thoughts, words, and actions? So here's the thing. These are some quotes, but really pay attention to them because I am telling you, you're going to have an awesome Wednesday today. And I almost said this, but I say it anyway. I was going to say, like a commercial, you're going to have an awesome Wednesday today because we get to hear all of these good quotes. So here we go. Listen, don't lose hope when the sun goes down because the stars come out. Is that not good? Think about it. You can't lose it. The stars coming out. So one thing about it, when the sun go down, it's still the stars is the hope. So that's a 24-hour period there. I love that. Hope is the foundation for which all successful goals are built on. Okay. Now, this is another thing. Never lose hope. In other words, never lose hope. Tomorrow could be the day that you're waiting on. Whatever we're building today, the hope that we have for today, then that hope is transferable. So the bottom line is what we're hoping for today, that when tomorrow comes, it may decide to show up. And then what you do then is hope again for something else and then let it show up. So we keep doing it. It's a cycle because it's coming. So here's the thing. Hope is a renewable option. If you run out of it at the end of the day, you get to start over the next day. It's renewable, it's transferable. Keep hope alive. Never deprive, and this is very big for all of us. We build teams in our business, in our personal lives, with our kids. Never deprive someone of hope. It may be all they have. Now, this is what somebody quoted, but I'm going to add to it. Never deprive someone of hope. It may be all they have, because oftentimes it's all that they need. You think about that. You run with your hope. You run with, because you're fueling. You're hoping for something. You're hoping for something good. You're the best runner of it. Okay. Now, here's another thing. Listen to this. And we all can relate to this one. I can, and I'm sure you can. I'll say I'm sure you can. But I know personally I can relate to this. Here it is. Hope is the little voice you hear whispering, maybe, when it seems like the entire world is shouting no. Could we use this in a way like, all of us that's in the field doing what we do? Okay, sometimes it's kind of like when somebody says no, we hear this oftentimes from our coaches and our leaders, just keep going, just keep going. But hope is that little voice that whispers, hey, keep going. And I like to say it this way. Hope is the whisper that says, keep going and try one more time. Okay, what happens when you try one more time? Guess what? There's hope again saying, let's go one more time. It's the whisper. It's the whisper that you keep to yourself. And often, sometimes you don't, sometimes if we share that and somebody may not understand, that dream or that vision that's in your heart, sometimes people don't mean to, but it can kind of inflate your balloon or your hope. But this is the deal. The deal is that that's your whisper. Again, that's your thought. This is your word. that's going to produce action. So that hope is that whisper when nobody else understands what you're doing. Or when sometimes we say things like, oh, I just wish I could get my friend to see this, or I wish I could get this person to see this opportunity. Well, this is what I want you to ask yourself. Did you see it? Yes, you saw it. So if you can see it, that means the hope that get excited about the hope that you saw it, the hope that you saw this opportunity, because that hope will lead you to help somebody see it for themselves. So let hope shape our future. Let hope shape our ability to see things and to believe. Let the belief start with us. Let your belief be so strong in what you're doing that it is absolutely contagious and it goes and rub off on somebody else, because this is the quote that we'll leave you with today. I hope for you the best day ever. You see the difference? I hope for you the best day ever. And I believe if you mix your hope with my hope, do you know what kind of day we probably going to have today? A day, because you've already been thinking right, you already been speaking right. So when we combine our hopes together, better together, locking arms, I am telling you, we are going to have an amazing day on purpose, because we are set, loaded, locked, and ready to go for a day, because our hope is so transferable that it is going to affect somebody's life. And I am telling you, we are doing good business today. Keep hope alive. And that's it for me today. I am so thankful for all of you all. Have an awesome, fantastic day today.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you,
Thank
Cynthia.
you.
God bless.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you. That was
everybody.